Alright, now we are back. At least we should be. Let's double check, make sure everything's okay once again. This is part 2 of Batman Arkham Asylum. Looks like that's fine. Yep, okay, that's good. We're on hard mode, so here's your hard. Now people know for a fact that I'm playing on, well, hard. Now you know for a absolute truth that that's what's going on. I didn't lie to you. I didn't try to trick you or anything. So, here we go. Funny enough, right before, I was just kind of whining and dining on some mozzarella sticks. And while doing so, I was watching some stuff for a little bit. Not very long, but just enough. One of the topics was the fact that there's nothing natural. What was it worded as? There's nothing natural about learning a fighting game. This was from... Give me one sec. Find the channel name once again. I was watching this from the Core A Lounge and Core A Gaming people. I'd never seen them before. It just kind of came up. And I didn't watch the whole thing, but I don't necessarily disagree. There really is nothing inherently natural about learning a fighting game. At first I thought it was kind of like being a little bit offensive. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because like, I love fighting games. I'm sure you guys know this by now, but I love my fighting games. But he's not inherently wrong. There really is a unnaturalness to it. Because like, what the thing he brought up was the fact that like, if you're playing a shooter game, you kind of intuitively know like a headshot will kill or this will kill. But for a game that is like a fighting game, then most likely they probably won't kill. What the fuck? Hang on. What? That shouldn't be real. That's not a real thing. Okay, sorry. I'm just looking at the stream itself. Is something wrong? No, it's fine. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't necessarily fully disagree with that either. But I do think that the naturalness of learning a fighting game primarily I feel like eventually comes to you when you do kind of play a fighting game and you learn a fighting game. Learning a fight, like if you want to get into a fighting game, you kind of have to just pick one that sounds interesting to you. That's the first real step that I suggest people take. Do you think the look of Guilty Gear looks cool? Do you think Smash is really cool besides all the other aspects of Smash that you might not think are cool? But like just the game itself. Do you like the game Smash? Do you want to take it a step further and use the idea of Smash Brothers as something to learn from? You can do that. Although Smash, I don't think you can learn everything from Smash, as some people tend to kind of think you can. But you can at least learn some stuff. Like the fundamentals are usually the thing that we always bring up, right? Like you got to learn the fundamentals of a fighting game, and usually the best fighting game to learn fundamentals from, in my opinion, typically is Street Fighter. But I don't think it's impossible to learn fundamentals from a game like Smash. There are still fundamentals at play. You know, like spacing and zoning and poking and what have you. Like that all just, whether or not they change the terms or whatever they do, I still feel like that's something that does exist in Smash regardless. But if you want like the best fighting games to learn from, I usually suggest Street Fighter, the most modern Street Fighter you can get your hands on at the time. Tekken, usually the most modern Tekken that you can get your hands on, which is be Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 respectively. And if you want to get into anime fighters, something like Unist or even Guilty Gear would be, I would suggest, something to learn. Which is funny because I do say Unist, but my other brother and my youngest sister, I tried teaching them a bit. My other brother just basically refused to even try to engage with it. So I don't think he really even bothered or cared. My sister, though, on the other hand, seemed to at least want to try. And I have to admit, I like that. And it's funny because, like, we had a day where I brought her over, and I was like, you want to learn some fighting games? Just play some fighting games? Because another way to learn is if you have a friend or somebody that does play fighting games, you can just use them as like a sort of, I'm about to say crutch, but use them in a way where if you just have fun, like if you're like me, you're not the best at fighting games, and you just have fun with it, then that I think also helps people get into fighting games, and then they'd be more susceptible to wanting to learn the inner mechanics. Because the funny thing is, I know how to play Dragon Ball Fighters, right? But you've seen my videos, I really don't know how to fully play Dragon Ball Fighters. Because I just don't have the interest in fully learning it. But that's my choice. But I've learned enough to play the game and have fun with it with other people too. So I think others, if you want to teach them, you know, they can learn that way, where it's just let them learn what they want to learn. If they don't want to learn like the most advanced stuff, they don't really have to, and they shouldn't have to either. You know, you can still have fun. But then again, I wonder if there's, you know, possibly people out there that might take fighting games too seriously and then might try way too hard to be too good at the game. Let's just fuck off and go then. I'm not going to worry about this crap. We've got a game to finish. Let's just go do that instead. Oh yeah, I have to scan her fucking fingerprints. God damn it. Yeah, just if a fighting game seems like something you want to pick up and try, then go right ahead. Is what I say. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, like we already should have her fingerprints. I thought so. I mean, there is... We gotta leave. Ah, fuck it, whatever. And then the other video in question I was watching... Oh, I know what it was. It was fucking Under the Mayo. Why did I even click on him? The guy is a bit of a doofus when it comes to just anything, really. I really do kind of wish that, you know, he's the type of YouTuber that I honestly wish would just stop making YouTube content and just move on from this dumbass critiquing type shit that he pulls. Because no matter... whether or not his opinion is a good opinion or not, I think just the fact that he's already kind of cemented, at least in my head, this idea that he's just a really bad YouTuber. I'm not going to want to watch his shit. It just comes off very rage baity for me. And it's like, I shouldn't watch this. I watched like a little bit of it because I was just curious. He was talking about Ninja Gaiden 4, and... to be fair to him, I didn't watch the whole thing, so maybe his opinion might be, you know, the same as mine. But it's called The Absence of Player Accountability, which, alright, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I should touch that one. I don't think I care. I don't think I should care. Like, funny enough, I was actually reading through the comments, and then somebody said that you should play Master Ninja mode. That would pretty much answer all of your problems. So I can pretty much just kind of guess from that what his problems probably are. Being that, you know, taking down enemies is a lot easier than it's supposed to be, maybe. That's my guess. I didn't watch the video. I'm just guessing that's probably what he said. The game might be too easy or something. That's why somebody suggested Master Ninja mode. However, it's funny though. I would not recommend Master Ninja to anybody. This is one of those cases of, I know it sounds weird, Master Ninja mode is really fucking bizarre in Ninja Gaiden 4. But not really in a good way. Because for some odd-ass reason or another, the enemies are just extremely more tanky than they really have any right to be. And, like, I understand that this is a Platinum Games game, so most likely you're going to have those times where you get on a harder setting, and then all of a sudden enemies are just a bit more healthier. Because, like, with Ninja Gaiden was always like, oh, well, you'll have to fight tankier enemies, but we're not going to just take an enemy that's already been made and make them tankier. Like, if you're going to be fighting a Black Spider Clan ninja, you're fighting a Black Spider. That's that. You know? You go from there. But Platinum is just like, you know, the classic hard mode where enemies are just a bit more harder to kill and take down. And it could be a, you know, skill issue, but I do think that Ninja Gaiden 4's Master Ninja mode so far is really cumbersome and just really confusing on how to actually play it well. I don't think it's a very good difficulty mode. But that's coming from someone who's not beaten Master Ninja yet, so maybe I haven't learned all the tricks and tips that I could. Maybe I don't understand it as best as I could. Maybe I'm not utilizing things as best as I can. I don't know. It's always a possibility. And I can't really even fully explain what makes me think it's not good either. That's the hard part. Well, one thing I can say is enemies are way too fucking tanky. Damage is one thing, but enemies being just fucking damage sponges is just not very fun. That's the thing I've thought about in every game. I say that every time. In just any game. If a difficulty mode gives your enemies just higher health pools, and that's all you do, besides the obvious, like, they're going to hit harder, I don't think that's a really good difficulty setting. I think enemies should be more aggressive. I think you should be fighting, in the very first level, you should be fighting enemies that you fight much later in the game instead. You know, the Ninja Gaiden way of doing it, which I have been kind of conditioned to like, because I like Ninja Gaiden a lot, so of course, just like with Under the Mayo and his fucking Doom biases, I'm over here with my Ninja Gaiden bias. I know. I'm a hypocrite, I get it. But that's my opinion. Like, I wish that hard modes would not just make enemies tankier and do more damage. I wish there was just something a little bit more there. Like, oh, they're just slightly smarter. They're more capable of doing this. Or you replace the small fry enemies with the stronger variants that you fight later in the game. Because sometimes games do that. Like, you fight a later variant. I mean, Platinum does that anyway. Like, you'll have gorillas that show up in Metal Gear Rising. Like, in the first... Well, not the first fight, but... Hell, a fucking gecko. Before they even appear in the story. Appears in the very beginning fight of the entire game. That right there challenges a player, because now you have to actually do it. You have to do the fights differently. You have to think differently now. I like that. And another thing, too, is like Metal Gear Rising is a little bit of an outlier for this, but you do get the extra damage for doing a parry, which doesn't really happen all the time in games. Because the way that the parry system does work, it's based on the boss's damage. So if you're in Revengeance mode, bosses do a lot more damage, therefore when you do the parry, they take a lot more damage. But a game like God of War, enemies already do a ton of damage, but the parry itself is based on Kratos' strength, which that's what most games typically do. That's why it's kind of weird when you play Revengeance. You're like, oh yeah, that's a thing that can happen. I'm okay with, like, if anything, out of the two, enemies doing more damage, I think is something that you should probably have in a game for a hard difficulty. I think that's something that should be done, because at that point, it's up to the player to know how to deal with not getting hit. Now you're challenging the player to not get hit. Now you're challenging them to think better, to strategize a bit more. When you make them a fucking damage sponge, it does make people have to change their strategies and stuff, but what's gonna happen? Okay, so what happens let's say, for example, kind of a weird one, I guess, but just kind of throwing it out there. Hold on. Batman Arkham Asylum. Let's just say that all these enemies just for some reason take about 3 times as long to take down. Like, you guys have noticed that the enemies are about the same. Like, when you punch them 3 times, they go down. You can do a ground slam. Imagine it takes you 3 ground slams, like three takedowns just to take one dude down. Like, yes, you can do it. It's possible. But the problem is, eventually, you're just going to get tired of it. It's just going to... It's not even challenging anymore. It's just tedious. That's what I do not like. I don't like tedium. I like TDM on something like Call of Duty or Battlefield, where, you know, TDM because Team Deathmatch. But, I don't know. I don't like my game to be tedious. I like my game to be fun with challenge. That's what I like. That just means she likes what I like. Proceeds to hoof down a whole corn dog. Tourette's guy. I know I sound like a complete asshole, but I play games on hard. I think I have every right to say that your game sucks if everything is a fucking damage sponge. Because, look at Doom Eternal. I don't think enemies became damage sponges. I don't think. I have not really played Ultra. I've not played, like, Nightmare much, to be fair. I know, I'm kind of scared. But, as far as I'm aware, I don't think that's the case. Did we go to the mansion right now? Or am I being stupid? I think I'm being stupid here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't think Doom Eternal, I don't think so. Enemies are much more powerful than they should be. Because if they be, like, a slight bit more health, that's fine. I'm talking about just straight up damage sponge. And I have to admit that I think that Ninja Gaiden 4's Master Ninja Mode does that. Because, again, if you compare it to any other Ninja Gaiden game, you can usually UT most enemies in one UT. They didn't take that away. But now, for some reason, Yakubo becomes basically Momoji's level 2 UT. Yeah, we don't do this yet. What the fuck am I doing wrong? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm fucking up, I know, but... I'm being dumb. Yeah, if your enemies are like twice as much health, 3 times as much health, then it becomes a chore, and then it's not fun anymore. I think a good balance on a hard difficulty should be based on enemy damage output, like what they do to you, and just enemy aggression. They should be a little bit higher. Enemy AI being smarter, I think that's something too. It should all boil down to the enemy just being better at his job. That's all I'm asking. That's all I want. I'm about to sound like I was about to cry there. That was weird. Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest. I completely forgot where the fuck I'm going here. Just bad habit of... Like, that's where the generator is. I forgot. That's what you look for. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Well, no, you have to get the thing to get over there. I don't have the thing to get over there yet. I need the thing to do that. We have to go back and get it. Oh, why am I forgetting? Oh my god, I cannot believe this. How are you forgetting where to go? Wait, that fucking goddamn stupid-ass Mad Hatter door. Right? Isn't there one near the Mad Hatter teacups? There's like another door in here somewhere, I could have sworn. Like just a singular door. Yep. No? Yep. Wait, that's... That's that. No, hold on. Yeah, here it is. God damn it. Every time I play this game, I get lost right on that very point. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell am I doing wrong? But now we can kind of take our time and leisurely stroll through the rest of the game at this point. Although I'm just going to probably, you know, keep doing what I've been doing. Not going to worry about collectibles too much. As in, we're not going to get everything. Still. Sorry, I thought it was still an encounter. Yeah, I don't know what Under the Mayo said about Ninja Gaiden 4 fully, and I really don't give a fuck. I'm just going to assume it's probably some lame, dumb take about how he thinks he's better than everybody, but I don't know. I don't care. How there's no guns and the game sucks because it's not Doom. I'm sure there's probably some Under the Mayo fan that's going to call me a regard and say, you're a fucking idiot, you don't know what you're talking about. Look, man, I already had the impression that I already don't like Under the Mayo. This is just going to happen. I've already said a dozen times. I wouldn't be surprised if his opinion matches mine, but I doubt it. All I'm saying is I just wish that he would just stick with, like, maybe live streaming or something. This whole, like, reviewer critique thing, I don't think is going to work. I know he's trying to make it work, and it probably does for him, too, you know? But it does not work for me, which is fucking baffling. Because when Doom Eternal... No surprise. When Doom Eternal was, like, a thing, I did watch his review of, like, Doom Eternal, and I thought, like, this guy knows what he's talking about. He gets it. He gets Doom. Then he has to go and fuck it all up with Ultra Kill and everything else and just completely tear down his reputation. And it's not even just a case of, like, just one game either. He did that with multiple games. He had these dumbass ways of thinking, and just... Alright, we don't need the thing to come across. I forgot about that, too. Shows how much I remember anything, huh? I guess I really am a liar. Yep, I'm such a liar that I'm not actually even playing the game. This is all pre-recorded. And I'm just wasting my... I'm wasting my time talking for a couple of hours. Finding random things to talk about. Even just talking about the game, because I'm so excited to be talking about the game I've already beaten 1,000 times. And I've already done a guide of... For anybody that thinks that that's a possibility, I implore you to go watch my Wolverine guide all the way through, all 5 chapters, and then you'll probably know by then I'm not making this shit. I'm doing this right now. At least that's the way, I mean, at least I see I'm doing it right now. Maybe I'm not. Maybe in some weird alternate reality thing I'm not doing it, but who knows? That's a possibility. Yeah, so here's where the fucking Ratcatcher shit's at. Somewhere. Should be more guys, right? Nope. Never mind. It's just in 2. Alright, neato. Tito. Yeah, now we're gonna go and fight, more Titans to get the line launcher. The voice, there's that. And then this is nothing over here. Should be, yeah. This place is super green. It looks like I'm in detective vision the entire time. You're safe now. If I remember, yeah, I was gonna say. Alright. This part. It's not too difficult, but just... It's annoying. Wait a minute. I don't think you're allowed to... Yeah. If I remember correctly, dead offhand, I think this is one of those ones where you're not allowed to do any stealth stuff. Because Joker has it set up to where they'll make a noise. When they have the suicide collar thing or whatever. Yeah, my opinions about, like, challenging games or even fighting games should just be met with the idea of, I do like them a lot, I do play them a lot, I don't know everything. So, don't say, oh, well, Turd Monkey said this and he's totally right about that. Because I'm probably not. There's a high chance I'm probably not. I don't know. I don't trust my... I know it's like, well, that's a lack of confidence. Well, yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to lie. I don't want to make shit up on accident. Or even intentionally. Unless it's for a joke. Okay, there we go. I like to do it this way. Grapple to that and then just let go. Then hit A a bunch. You gotta do that a lot in this game. A lot more. Yeah, if you really want to know how bad my opinions are and how untrustworthy I am, I don't even really care for the Metro series. I liked Metro 2033 a bit. But didn't really care too much for Last Light, and I just can't get into Exodus. I'm sure nobody really cares, but I also don't really care much for Arkham City, and I thought Arkham Knight was alright. I think Arkham City is alright too, but mainly the gameplay-wise I like Arkham City for. And Origins fine. But I really do like Arkham Asylum. That's like my favorite of them. Probably always will be. I'm more of a fan of Doom 1 levels than Doom 2. That's a bad opinion, I'm sure. Dark Ages was okay. Doom 3 is a thing. Don't really hate it or like it. Just kind of indifferent about it. I like the Super Shotgun in Doom 2 more, but I don't really care much for the levels themselves. Some other shit opinions I have. I love Kingdom Hearts 1 for its platforming, and like it feels like just a fun platforming type game with action RPG elements. And I do kind of like Chain of Memories though. I think that's a pretty okay game. Not my favorite, but 2 is my fave. Did not really care for 3 though, or Dream Drop, or I haven't really played 358, so I can't say. Don't really care much for Recoded, but I probably could actually have liked it, but I don't know. I just got really stupid about it and was like, I don't care. Not a big fan of Birth by Sleep, but admittedly, it's not that bad. There are aspects of it that I did eventually come around to, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty alright. Not gonna lie. I like Sonic Colors Remastered. I don't think that was a terrible remaster. I mean, it was fine, I thought. I didn't have any problems with it. Sonic Forces is just still kind of whatever, but Sonic Frontiers is also just kind of whatever. It was nice when I first played it, but the music's great in Sonic Frontiers, though. I do slightly like... I kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog, but not by much, but I do slightly like it. Probably a bit more than Heroes. So yeah, I'm just full of bad opinions. Well, my thing is, like, I don't try to go out of my way just to hate a game nowadays either. Usually if I play a game, it's like, if I don't really vibe with it, I just get the feeling I'm probably not going to vibe with it for a while. First impressions are everything to me. But that's not 100% true all the time. As in, like, there are times where, like, a game just gives me a really bad impression, but then I kind of just hang on to it for a bit, and it eventually just... I can give you a recent example. You guys would probably be surprised by this. Silent Hill F took me 4 hours. 4 whole hours to eventually like the game. Hmm? I was not having a lot of fun in the beginning. With mostly none of it. Story, everything. Gameplay, all that. I was like, huh, that character is just that character from this. Because I know who wrote it, so... He wrote my favorite franchise, after all. So I was like, yep, that's just a carbon copy of that character. That's just a carbon copy of that one, too. But then the game started to do things. It started to get to that point where things just kind of started to make sense. That's why I stuck it through. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to finish this bitch. It was written by the person who wrote my favorite stuff. I think I'm going to try to stick with it, because I know how this shit works. That's funny, I got 2 of those same... My god. So, Ninja Gaiden 4 is it's a Ninja Gaiden game made by Platinum. Something I've wanted for a long time. Something that just, on paper, sounds like a fucking awesome idea. Silent Hill F was written by Ryo Kishi. Silent Hill F is like one of my favorite horror series. Along with, of course, like, you know, Resident Evil and stuff, but... And Ryo Kishi wrote my favorite franchise of things. So, that's a hell of a good mix. And I would argue that, yeah, it was. For both of them, really. Well, I mean, yeah, I think Ninja Gaiden 4 is pretty okay. What's going on? Why is the game broken? Why is the game broken? Why is Alfred not calling me? Why am I not getting the line launcher now? Excuse you. Does this require a reset? I don't think you need to bomb these. We may just have to reset the damn thing. I don't know. Okay. Restarting checkpoint. Better work. If the game's broken, if it's full on broken, I'll just cancel and just delete the entire stream and then just start over from where I left off. I'm not gonna just eat shit just because the game decides to just not work. The fuck am I doing wrong? Wait. What the hell am I doing wrong? What did I forget to do? Am I stupid? Where's the fucking goddamn Batwing? Motherfucker, what the hell happened? The game's broken, isn't it? Like, it's just straight up broken, isn't it? No, it can't be. I forgot to do something, right? I'll look this up. Botanical, right? Yeah. Wait, where am I at? No, hold on. No, not that. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this guy's stuck there too. I don't think it's going to help me with the video though, but... Wait, are you serious? It was? Because it's funny because I never thought about destroying them because I don't think the game really tells you that, right? That's it, isn't it? Because somebody, yeah. I forgot. The reason why I forgot is because like every time I play this level, the Titans, I just kind of run into the Titan containers with them, usually on accident, so the game just kind of plays itself. Like, it would have been nice if maybe if Batman had a thing that told me, like, hey, you might want to destroy that. This is why we have yellow paint. This right here, this guy right here. This is why we have yellow paint in video games now. I fucked it all up. I broke the dam. I am to blame. What's funny is I remember that happening, actually. I remember getting stuck here before, too. When I was whenever I played it, that one time where I got stuck. I remember getting stuck here before, and then wondering the same thing, and then I just totally forgot that was a thing I could do. Jesus criminy. And then I found that on Reddit, so the answer I got was from Reddit. I just don't remember destroying the Titan containers. I don't remember that being a thing. Like, the actual objective. Because usually when I do it, the game just kind of proceeds without it. I thought, like, Batman would just be like, oh, I want to get back across. I don't know. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, huh? Alright, here we go. That's a Riddler to put some stuff down here, huh? And Joker. I wonder who came here first. Because, like, the teeth don't usually appear here until pretty much usually after Joker shows up, I assume. Alright, now we gotta run around and deal with the Ivy shit. Ugh. Fucking Killer Croc crap. Just, I don't know. Yeah, if you're lucky enough, you can knock all of them out. By the way, I guess when I say take a break from this, I mostly am referring to the hardcore side of things. If I do stream something else, then so be it. But for the hardcore marathon, I'll probably just take a little bit of a break between. I think that's fine and fair. There we go. Pretty sure the way to get back is through there, right? Well, hold on. What if I don't go that way? I think you have to. I'm pretty sure Is it back? It's back. Yeah, we're back. Okay. OBS disconnecting. You know how it goes. Been there, done that. You know the whole story. I don't have to tell you. Boop. Boop. God damn it. Open the... Okay. We're probably not going to do this entire room, by the way. There was no other door here, right? That I... No. No, because Croc's Lair should just be down... Y'all. But I do think that... no, it's actually... Yeah. Fuck. We do have to climb back up to get to, I think, where we need to go. Okay, well, slightly climb back up. Don't have to do the full thing. I could have sworn that... No, that's just mushrooms. There it is. There's a stupid rat catcher shit. Rat catcher shit. I don't know how that one girl in... One of the new girls in Phase, I forget her name. Rolls her R's like crazy. It's like, damn. No, I'm just saying, like, that's... crazy impressive. Like, I can't do that. Read her girl, I forget her name. I already subbed to her. I like her voice. It's very nice. I think she would work perfectly for ASMR. Unironically. And I'm cringe enough to admit that. I am cringe and I am free. Isn't everybody cringe? There is no such thing as non-cringe now. I think you're just by default, just everyone's cringe. To some extent. Like, no one has social skills anymore. Everyone just seems to be pretty selfish these days. Including myself, so... That's just how it seems. Even I feel like I have barely any social skills. I just end up being a fucking moron about things. Usually unintentionally just saying something stupid or doing something stupid without really thinking, and then just realize right after, like, oh shit. That was bad. I made myself look bad. The fuck? How did he do that? He just threw all 3 triples. Triple deckers. Die. You're going to hell. And I'm going with you. Fuck. That's not good. I'll start hitting RB. What was it, armored? You get armored, I think, after you... Was it either after you beat the game? Give me 1 second. Of course. Of all people to mow their fucking yard. It would be my neighbor. The specific neighbor who likes to mow his yard. Yeah, I have a neighbor that just does that very often. Like, it could be smaller than my own tiny dick, and he'll still mow it. I mow when it's seemingly necessary to do it. I hate mowing. But I don't get that crazy about it. It's not like it's a fucking hobby. Okay, that's almost all of them. This guy should be... Yep, okay. Now, you guys hopefully can't hear the mower in the background, but... I don't know. I could have sworn there was like a way... We have to specific... Oh, we're going the right way. Yeah, we're going the right way. Then we just go down. God, I had like mozzarella sticks. I'm still hungry. Why? I just ate. I can't be that fat. Feels like I am. Oh. That one kind of hurt. Yeah, the no damage part of this is going to be annoying. But you can just, you do this. Okay. Because, like, the thing with the pods, if you... Well, they're already pissed off. You can triple battering the spores. Pretty sure. How the hell that... Of course you would, you fucking... dick. Yeah, if you crawl, then you can just avoid these little shits. For the most part. Each one is a 25-point kill. So, you decide if it's worth it or not. I don't think it really is. A good thing I got this open, because we had to. I guess that's just kind of lucky for Batman. He got lucky with that. It's Batman. He would have figured out another way to get through, I'm sure. Oh, my y'all. Don't fuck up like I did. Actually, I think you can just jump down from here, can't you? Like, just right here. Yep, sure can. Hop the fence. And then this part, you can actually just jump from this, glide, and avoid all that crap. Talk to Aaron Cash. Then we gotta go back to the... Okay, intensive treatment. Gotcha. Wait. Oh, that's not where I'm at right now. Okay. I was gonna say, like, aren't I right there right now? But no, this is the mansion. The only thing about the Killer Croc area is trying to remember how to get back into it. Poof. Yeah, I would probably make mowing my hobby more often if I had a fucking non-push mower. What are the riding lawn mowers? I forget who it was. Either I told my dad or my mom, I was like, I should get one too. And they told me, like, no, you shouldn't. Well, I thought, like, oh, it's too expensive or something. I don't know, but just weird. One of those weird things of, like, why not? You can make payments on the damn thing, so... I don't know. I know what it is. Okay. I'm getting confused with something else. I know what I'm being stupid with. It's getting back to, I think, Croc's Lair or some shit that's, like, really fucking weird to do or something. I don't know. Getting to the lair itself is not really that hard. I know where it's at. I know what to do, I'm pretty sure. Should be line launcher time, so... None. Why aren't you facing the correct way? I know, I'm going there. Just give me a sec. God damn. Acts like I'm a fucking kindergartner or something. Fuck it. With all the upgrades, I guess. Well, health upgrades, because why not? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, I am a kindergartner. I can't do this right. Yeah, weirdly enough, dumbfuck doesn't see you. Don't ask me, I don't know how. Don't I have triple battering now? I'm too close. Oops. Alright. Now for the annoying part. Getting through here. He's pissing me off with their crap. Like, I get it. Okay. At least you can skip it, though, which is nice. Yeah, that's where we need to go. I sometimes get kind of confused. The good news is, once you get the Ultra Bat Claw, this becomes not a problem anymore. You just shoot a vent down and open it pretty damn quick. This game has a lot of vents, though. Holy shit. Makes sense. I mean, we're in a building, for fuck's sake. It's not that ridiculous to have that many. The placements make sense. Yeah, time to... Oh, time for this shit. So... I also like the attention to detail in these games, too, where if you're in a stealth situation, Batman won't just kick the damn thing open. Knowing me in real life, I would. If I was Batman. Alright. Let's get that guy. He seems like an easy target. Of course. Bro, turn around right when I did it, too. The asshole he is. Fuck off, you stupid piece of shit! I'm sorry, I'm just getting kind of tired of this. Kind of done with this game right now. Good news is, this is the only Batman I've done in the entire guide list of things so far, so... We'll be doing Batman Arkham again, actually, for another guide with no upgrades. So I better, you know, get used to this. But at least I don't have to finish it in one day. Not that I have to finish this in one day either, but it just makes sense to do it. Might as well. Alright, let's try going around the other way and do them instead. Worst part is, they're gonna know where they're at because stinking neck things will give it away. I also like how in City you can just grapple to like another grapple point if it's nearby, which is nice. That's not what I meant to do. And now they know. Knowing is half the battle. Get your fucking ass! Sorry. Great. Run. Run. Yeah, if you come up here, this is usually a safe place. They can't really spot you up here. There's nowhere to really kind of have a vantage point on you from. So, this will be Batman's little hidey-ho for a while. Fuck. Mother of piss. God, fuck. If it wasn't so bad at this shit, we would have... I know what I'm doing wrong. I know. I'm doing it poorly. I get it. I know. Hey, if I was watching somebody stream this, and they got to this part, and they died more than once, they died once at all, I probably would have turned it off. I would have been like, all right, you know what? You have fun with that. I'm gone. I mean, I know this part sucks, but goddamn, I'm making it just even more worse than it should be. Well, at least the first kill's not that bad. I keep saying kill. He doesn't like kill, but you know what I mean. First knockout's not that hard. Knockout! At least you can kind of run. What was that one game we were playing that you could do that in? Like, you could stealth. Last of Us. Last of Us, yes. It had a stealth mechanics, too. Okay, the thing's in the way. I don't know if I could do this. Too late. Now, normally Batman would probably just smoke grenade that and kick everyone else's ass. I'm not him. And I don't even have a sonic batarang either, so I can't just use that to my advantage either. So... that's probably a bad spot. There's like 10 different guys just hiding out about in there. I ain't getting them anytime soon. Fuck off, you fucking dick. What if I could triple batarang throw them dumbasses? But yeah, you can still get caught up here, but if you just hang out about in the middle, they can't really catch you. God damn it. Now, if you want to get them to kind of run away and go somewhere else, you could just blow up the gargoyles. Might not work for everybody, but it works for some of them. Yo, you guys remember the multiplayer for Batman Origins? That was pretty good. I liked it. I quite liked it a lot. I won't lie. Oops. My bad. My B. Oh my god, this is so fucking boring. Come on. Stop hiding in one little spot, you pricks. Like, do something different. I like the Three Stooges, because there's 4 of them. I wonder. Of course, because the fucking buttons don't do anything. Oh my god, please. Why must I watch the same cutscene? Why must that be my punishment for sucking? God damn it. Like, they just don't fucking move away from each other. I mean, I know this. I know, but, like, they don't... Okay, let me rephrase that. They don't move away from that little fucking hidey-ho. At least I can kill, like, 2 of them. So, you know, that helps. And I wish I could knock out this guy without the other guy catching me. But I can't seemingly do that. I could try this, but he's probably just too close. He might just come down the stairs, too. No, there ain't no way. Of course. That was bound to happen. I was bound to get caught there. So I'm going to reset it. Reset where they're going to look. Stop hitting buttons, please. I'm talking to myself, not the game. Don't worry. Like I said, I know when it's my fault. I'm not that type of guy. I don't always blame the game for my own faults. Yes, I will sometimes yell at a game. But I know deep down, it's usually my bad. So, I can take the L. Motherfucker. Nice. I like how you can kind of grab them from the front. They don't have to be the Last of Us type shit where it's like, oh, well, you still can't stealth kill him even though he saw you a little bit. Because that, I don't know. I mean, it is Batman, so that's probably why he can do it. Batman, at least, you know, strikes fear in the heart of others. And he's just going to be a fucking asswipe who won't move. I can make him move. See? How does he not see me from here? I tried. I thought maybe he'll just knock him out, like, knock him in the air or something. I don't know. Surprised it just didn't like, oh, well, you got caught because, like, if you knock out a guy within like 5 seconds, somehow my character my AI just all of a sudden knows that you're right there wherever you go. You could run into a completely different room and I still will know you're there. Luckily, the game is not like that. Trust me, I'm glad it's not like that because holy shit. That'd be awful if it was. Oh yeah, we have to unlock the doors. Silly me, I forgot another thing to do. Can I crash the party? No. You can explosive gel it, but it'd take forever. Forever in my terms. Which means like 5 seconds. Because I got TikTok brain. We go the other way. Mm-hmm. Like I say, I can't upgrade, right? Oh, motherfucker. Right, we're here now. God damn it. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Now I gotta have this accursed walking section for another 30 fucking some minutes. Oh, I was gonna go check something else too. I got the chance, might as well. Because for some odd ass reason, sorry. There's just a... Wait, that's probably AI, isn't it? Just some dude sitting on a toilet with his shorts on. I mean, that's possible, but I'm just saying, like... He's just sitting on the toilet. And then, like, a boar just breaks in. Not a boar, but... some hog or something just breaks in to the top window and tries to break back out. Yeah, so I was going to look at... Yeah, because I don't know why it keeps telling me that. Alright, so I'm just going to say it. So basically, part 1 of Batman, during the thing, when I was streaming it, told me that for some reason there was a chat. But there should not be a chat. At all. At any point. Like, I have it turned off. So how are people able to chat on the video? Also, I now finally have a confirmation of what the fuck the Zondu Doki Bird thing was all about. I did not know that, that he was actually, you know, Ike, so. Something about him, like, he apologized to her about the black stream thing, and it's like, okay, well, that's one. But it's funny, too, because, like, when that happened, I don't remember, if anybody was being a dick, it was both Alir and Vox. I know this is just VTuber drama shit, we shouldn't talk about this, but I don't know, Ike was there, too, but he did kind of feel like he didn't belong. But I don't know, man. People suck. And hey, you know, people can make amends. So I think that's good on them. So, yeah, you know, good on them on that one. You probably realized after he left, like, wait a minute. Some of these people suck. I did actually kind of like Ike a little bit when he first appeared. I didn't really watch him, but I did kind of like him a bit. I always did not like Vox. Never liked him at all. He gave off massive, just don't want to be around him vibes. Really gross, creepy vibes I got from him. Like, he's the type of person to take pictures of women without them, yeah. I don't know, just say creepy shit to them too, feels like. This is just what I'm saying it feels like, you know, it's not that he does it, I'm just saying that that's the vibe I always got. It's a really nasty creep vibe. And I never really got that from Ike, so at least that's somewhat confirmed, I guess. That Ike probably wasn't really a bad guy at all. Just unfortunate. Then there's the Aster shit. Again, I know we shouldn't be talking about VTuber drama, but because it's all fucking dumb anyway. Like the whole Bao Shondo thing right now. It's like, I'm not gonna... I don't know. Could leave that one alone for a bit. For those that are wondering, have I ever thought about being a VTuber myself? I mean, yes, it has always kind of like been a thought in my head. But with the way that I've already established myself on YouTube as sort of like a disembodied voice that just sort of exists, I think it's okay to keep at what I'm doing and just keep it that way. Being a VTuber for me would be weird as fuck. I don't know what I was thinking there. I guess I must be really fucking tired because I can't do this anymore. I can't keep up this fucking game. This game's still not that hard though. This is piss easy, but like I'm messing it all up. I'm just tired. My brain's out, man. I'm fucking fried, man. I need to do something else today. Jesus Christ. which will probably end up being playing Ninja Gaiden 3. Oh, fuck. I probably shouldn't do anything YouTube-wise for the rest of the day. If I do, maybe Evil West. Like, just recording gameplay for it, because that would be a lot easier. But that's the thing, though. If I record gameplay for it, I'm going to need to do commentary right after, so I don't forget what the hell it was I did. Because I had that problem where I'll record an entire game, like, way ahead of schedule, and then all of a sudden be like, what the hell was I doing? How do I explain what I was doing here? Because I don't remember. Which is not really a bad thing with the live stream concept, because at least when I'm doing the live stream part of it, I'm able to explain what it is I'm thinking in every moment, whether it be a joke or not. And by the way, speaking of streaming hardcore and stuff, I have actually considered possibly, like, streaming in the distant future. Like, what if I streamed myself? This is not a new concept, but this is just something, I was like, oh, I could probably do that too. What if I had streamed myself playing through a game, quote-unquote, blind? Going through a guide blind, right? Like, okay, we're going to go ahead and just say Batman Arkham City. Let's just say I was going to do a guide of that, which is kind of in the plans anyway. And while I streamed it, I also recorded it and had the audio separate, which is something you can do in OBS. This is something I think Seraphim 17 does. He did, at least for God Hand, I think. He streamed himself playing God Hand and trying it out, and then he would just do that. And if I did do it that way, I probably would have chat, most likely, but because then I could read chat after pretty much every death kind of thing, and then just keep up with the game. But basically, yeah, like, I just do it that way. But then the other problem is, like, Elgato was so much easier to just kind of record with and edit stuff with. And I don't think OBS has its own in-universe editor, so... And I don't want to use the editing softwares I have to edit, because they are not nice to me. They take up, like, a lot of space, they eat up a lot of space, and just crash constantly, and it just sucks. It's just one of those things of, like, a big maybe. It's an interesting idea. It could work. I mean, OBS recordings do tend to be kind of big-ish, but I think it would be fine. And like I said, if I separate the audio, then I can just go back and just redo it. Like, I can do my commentary, my post-commentary. But I would have to start liking... I would have to be comfortable with streaming and having chat. Or just don't, and just do it. Do it the way I've been doing this stuff. But then I don't think that would... I don't know. I have also thought about, like, quitting Let's Plays and just sticking with the stream concept, too, before. That was another idea that I've had in the past, was, like, what if I just do it as live streams instead? Because I'm essentially, right now, I'm essentially doing a Let's Play as it is, This is, for what it's worth, basically a Let's Play. And I think that's like an Arkham Knight thing, right? I mean, Scarecrow comes around in Arkham Knight and fucks with shit, so probably. I don't know if they thought about Arkham Knight that far ahead, though, but they probably just... I mean, I want to say it's more of like an Asylum thing, and it's possible that maybe they're going to do more with Scarecrow in Asylum, or I mean City, sorry. But then they just didn't. Because they had like a little bit of an Easter egg with him in... City, but it was just more so like an Easter egg, more so than anything else. Yeah, that should be an Arkham Knight thing, so I guess I already had, like, a couple of ideas planned. Speaking of games that do kind of give me the quote-unquote Bioshock feel, Batman Arkham Asylum definitely does. It was a 2009 game, so it came out around close to the same time period for me, so I was able to play that, both. Although I don't think I got my copy of Asylum until like a little bit later. Oh, great. Well, at least you're all coming in here and not getting that gun, except for the one guy out there that's getting the gun. Let's not fight on the stairs. Okay, let's. And you. Get rid of that. What? Don't do this at home, kids. Oh my fucking... I thought I had a takedown. Don't you love that sound? The sound of your combo just disappearing. There. That's it. Now, can I please continue on with what I was doing? Thank you. I wanted this. And there's your shock collar thing. At least it should be. I thought so. Guess not. Which one's the picture of Croc then? I could have sworn like one of these was a thing you could take a picture of. I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Let's just move on. Alright, now into the Killer Croc section. This will take about 15-20 minutes probably. Then we had the Poison Ivy shit. Then we had the Joker fight. So we're actually much further in the game than you might think, which is good. What are they? Full upgrade, full health. Alright, cool. I guess I'll just grab it. It's right there. Sorry. It's being weird. I'm being weird. Just hitting buttons. Oh, shit. Bet Batman's pissed about that. I mean, we come here later. I don't need to do this right now. I guess when there's a thing you can grab. Well, there's teeth that appear. Alright. Oops. Now you're going to want to have Batarang equipped. This part's kind of annoying. Either walk or crouch. It just takes forever. Now, when he's out and about, you guys saw me throw the Batarang. I'm sure I fucked it up somehow, but still. You saw that. You saw the Batarang. It looked like it hit, but I guess not. So I guess that's a no. I forgot that I bought some zebra cakes for a big boy like myself. Go ahead and just eat. Hey, I know I make jokes about how fat I am. I'm not really that fat. I don't want anybody to actually think I'm some big, giant, obese, overweight mutant. I'm really not. I don't think I'm really that fat. I've got a bit of cellulite, of course, but like not a huge amount. And then you look at me and it's like all just fucking bones. Like Think you need to gain weight, sir. I'm not that skinny either. I'm not... I don't know. I guess it's like skinny fat, I think is what it would be. I do try to work out from time to time. Whenever I remember to do it. That's my habit I need to get into, is do it more often. See, that time was me. Okay, yeah, that time was me. Alright. I know that for a factoid. It's funny, I keep thinking, like, man, I kind of miss playing Pikmin. Because that was good fun. And then I remembered, oh yeah, the Naval Force. I don't think I miss it anymore. Or Force Naval. Yep. I don't know if I miss that one anymore. I don't know if I'm really excited for Pikmin 2, though, because I've already beaten it once. Like, myself, casually, of course. So, you know. I mean, it's good, just... How'd you get there so fast? Because you were just... What the fucking... Oh, because I was running. He didn't jump scare, just... I'm just more pissed. I'm not even scared, just angry that that even happened. I was wondering why that even happened. I'm like, that's bullshit. You can't do that. And I remembered, oh yeah, that's right. He can fucking teleport somehow. Because you saw what just happened moments ago. He caused this thing to start to shake. Which is random, I think, too, actually. Yeah, that was my bad for... Oh, no, it's not random, then. I thought it was. Oh, whatever. But you can run there, because they tell you to. And, like, I thought he fell off. And then I was able to run, but then he still caught me, which must have been, like, he probably reset. Which is dumb as hell. Batman, you're not even touching anything. I think I got those gloves on. Is Batman... Can we classify Batman as a douche? Not as in, like, derogatory. But like an actual, like, medical douche. He's always prepared. And preparing for things. Would that count? Or is he more of like an enema? I don't know. Yeah, scientifically speaking, can Batman scientifically be proven to be a douche? Like in the medical sense. Makes you wonder, don't it? Gets that brain tinkering. Thinking, whatever. I don't know. Get your brain moving. Something I kind of need these days. I'm about to say a bad word. I was like, what do you want, you fucking... The question is, what bad word would it have been? Could have been a good word, who knows? I might be making shit up. Because I didn't say anything. Technically, so. Alright, last one, maybe. Fucking hope so. Well, he's back to mowing. He got done for like, I don't know, half an hour. What, you just get bored all of a sudden? Bet so. You would think it would finish it all in one go, but I guess not. Okay. Ow. Sorry, skin tags. Motherfucker, where's the right way to go? Well, hello. Yes, I know. The real Batman wouldn't fall for that shit. The real Batman would have already been prepared moments ago, knowing and sensing that, you know, Killer Croc's on his way, and would have hit him. Right in the dome. I'm not him. I'm playing as him. Doesn't mean shit, though. This always reminds me of Crash Wrath of Cortex. The Crunch fight. Oh yeah, I think you have to go the other way. I think. Like, it's acting like I'm not allowed to, but I can't get through there, so I'm gonna have to. Hey, good, on the right track. At some point we'll have to do like an entire run section, so... Boop. Oh, that was just OBS. I was like, did something just happen? It was just like game footage. It was just Killer Croc. That's all it was. Yeah, I thought so. Motherfucker. Here it is. Yeah, I was already on that. I was already waiting to run. You could do this, but it's dangerous to do that. Reason being is because Croc will probably grab you. Potentially right in the middle of it. Or, I mean, you'll probably land and then land right into a Croc. So, right into a Croc. A Croc of shit. Oh god, we're still not even done yet, man. Jesus. I bet speedrunners probably most likely know the ins and outs of the entire thing here. As in, they can just do it without having to use the radar to find out where everything's at. I don't know if I could play one game for that long. Just know the absolute ins and outs of how to speedrun it perfectly every time. Yeah, that's too much for me. Also, you should probably do it slightly earlier than Batman says no, but... There. Believe it or not, I've even screwed that one up too. And I hope that most likely Batman knows for a fact that Croc could survive that, because if he didn't, well, he just killed him. I know he didn't, but, you know. Wait, where are we going again? I forgot. Whatever. Don't matter. It don't matter. None of this matters. Okay, you know what? Yeah, where are we going again? That way. Oh yeah, back to the Batcave. Okay, cool. It's Ultra Batclaw time. Yeah, so you can hit that guy from behind, but you can't hit him from the front. And... perfect. Yeah, takedown usually prioritizes whoever is the strongest or the most dangerous in that situation. Which is what I like. But there's nobody like inherently super dangerous, then I think it just picks whoever you're pointing at. Seems to be the case. There. God damn it, jump down. Fucking criminy. Batman's not making it easy on me. Way ahead of you, sister. Sorry. I'm being goofy. Like, I'm pretty sure we go back to the Batcave, right? Yeah. Why do I get this strange feeling I'm doing something backwards? Batwards. But I'm not. Unless, like, whenever I play this game, I don't look at the map, and I just go completely butt-fucking around to get the bat... That's probably it. I think I always tend to forget how to get to the Batcave. I'm like, what the fuck? Where am I going? Sounds like something I do. There you go. Batclaw upgrade. Very nice. It's not an actual upgrade. You kind of have to get it to progress, so... It's not like getting it would go against the no upgrade run. Okay, now we fly back out. Yeah. I'm gonna ignore the extra stuff and just go straight for what's needed to be done. Yeah, I wish we could fly in that city. Oh, sigh. I guess I'll wait till the next game. Or mainly, I think, Arkham Knight, right? Because I don't think you go to Wayne Enterprises in, City. I don't think you do. I don't remember if you do or not. I don't think so. As in, like, I don't think it's around. I don't know if you can. I forget. Like I said, I don't think you do, but this just led me back to here. Oh, I mean, we have to get back to the Batcave anyway. I mean, not the Batcave. We can just... Whatever. Point being that we can do this, I think. That's the Batcave, but I think you can go out that way. No, you can't. You fly down from there. Fuck! That's true. Damn it. Alright, well... I guess we'll grab this on the way out, huh? Because at this point, I don't think it matters where you go to leave. As long as you just eventually leave. But I think I'm going the wrong way to do that. We're going to have to go into that stupid stinking cave thing, aren't we? That underground area bullshit. Oh, well, the pods are here, so... I think I'm on the right track. Go away. Go away. I don't like you. Oh. I don't want to do this. Whatever. It's not that high up. So I'll just quit being a baby and get it over with. It's not that bad, I know. Also, I was barely watching Callie play Devil May Cry 4 yesterday. I saw like a clip of her reacting to the second fight with Dante. I was like, God damn it, now I want to play it. Fuck. I would like to do DMC4 Dante Must Die at some point in the future. Not super far future, though. Like Gen 3 or hardcore type future. So... it's something that would be nice. No doubt. But I'll have to get some practice back in it, and yeah. And why 4 and not the first one? Because the first one fucking sucks with Dante Must Die. They do the exact thing that I do not like that games do on hard. So the Phantom fight, like, I can beat the game on hard just fine. I get to that Phantom fight, the first boss fight, first real technical boss, and it's over for me. I struggle so damn much with that stinking fight. He is so ultra fucking tanky, and I don't like it. It takes away the fun part of Devil May Cry 1. And by the way, I still like DMC 1. Just, you know, not a big fan of Dante Must Die. It's just so tedious and irritating. So if you ever want to know what probably made me think that way, there you go. That's probably the answer. And in terms of skipping DMC2, need I say more? 3, though, like, I've never really learned 3 as best as I could. That's kind of my fault. Like, I've always grown up playing 4, mainly. Like, I've played my fair share of 3. I'm just saying, like, 4, as silly as it might sound to some, I do really like 4 a lot. And then 5, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of 5. Not as much. 5 was just basically just... I played it a couple times, beat it. Never beat Dante Must Die, though, but I just beat it a couple times. That was about it. Tried doing a Let's Play, but that didn't work out. A co-op Let's Play. I feel like it would not have been a very fun one at all to do. It's hard to do a co-op Let's Play if A, the person you're doing it with doesn't really play Devil May Cry that much. B, when you're the person playing the game and you're just kind of like not that interested in Devil May Cry 5 in comparison. That's me. I just don't really like playing it all that much. Because I'm bad at games, I guess. And have bad opinions. If we did the reboot, we probably would have had a better time. Like, my friend doesn't really play a lot of Devil May Cry, so that's one part. It's not. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying, like, that's just what it is. Like, we both just were not really wanting to do it. The mood was just not right. And I'm the type that believes that if you're going to do a game as like a Let's Play, you got to be in the mood for it, man. If one person's just not in the mood for it, it kind of ruins the whole thing. And when both people are just not really in the mood for it, well, you can do the math. Like, I feel like if I did a Let's Play, like a co-op Let's Play of Batman Arkham Asylum, I've done this game to death, so I would probably end up getting kind of slightly bored of doing it, or just not be wanting to do it. And then everyone else I would do it with has never really actually played the game yet. So on top of that, their mood for the game is probably just kind of lowered simply because they have not really cared about it yet, so to speak. So that's how I see it. But don't get me wrong, man, there's always a chance that, like, okay, is it possible that someone else, like the one person who really wants to show off the game, right? They really want to play it really bad. Can that one person, usually typically me, as in, like, because I'm usually the end-all, be-all of, like, let's do this or not do this. It's usually my fault for causing that to happen. I'm not saying that the other guys can't get excited about stuff. I'm saying, like, usually when it comes to it, if I'm not in the mood, it usually just ends because it's like, oh, it's my YouTube channel. I don't want to do it anymore. That kind of thing. It sounds douchey, but it can happen. It's an unfortunate part of it. What else am I trying to say here? Like, if I am super excited about doing a game and I really want to show it off, can I actually ignore everyone else's mood and then do it? Well, that's just not fair to them, but I feel like the other guys are a lot more capable than I am of just not caring if they do it or not. You know what I mean? I'm typically the type of person that's like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm just not going to. And that can cause problems with the co-op stuff. That could be a thing that can be an issue. Like, take the Mario Brothers Wii, right? We were doing that. Got like halfway through or whatever. I just don't feel like doing it. The Luigi's Mansion co-op with my other brother. I just don't fucking feel like doing it. And besides, I'm also the type of person that is completely okay with the concept of things were funny then. We don't need to stretch it out. You know what I mean? Like, if we have a good video on our hands and we don't come back to finish the series, then to me it's like, well, that's just the classic series. It will forever be ingrained as classic. And therefore should be left untouched and left alone and not have to be... Think of it this way. You got your favorite series or your favorite TV show. It's off the air, Clone High, for like fucking 15, 20, 30 years or whatever. Then they come back and just completely shit all over you, the fan. And completely shit all over your favorite show. By the way, Clone High is not my favorite show. I'm using it as an example here. I like Clone High, but I'm just saying, you know. And Gandhi's completely frozen the entire season. And it just feels like wet diaper, you know? It's like this is not what I wanted. And I feel like sometimes for some of the YouTube content that could end up being that way. It's always possible that, like, the new video, you know, Persona 3, for example, like, compared to the old stuff, like, the old stuff had their own types of jokes, but the new stuff, we can always kind of come back around and just continue it, and not really have too much of a bad effect on the game. I don't know, things can happen. Everything is just kind of varied. That's the thing with me and my YouTube channel, is everything is just relatively varied on what happens. If something happens, cool. If it doesn't happen, cool. Whatever. At the end of the day, as long as we have fun doing whatever, then I think that's just what we need to focus on. Primarily. And usually if one person does not like doing something, I kind of feel the room. I'm like, okay, this is just not gonna go well. Commentary is gonna be eating shit. And I like how sometimes, like, me and my brother, when we're doing a game, like, we're doing the last episode of Crash Wrath of Cortex, I will admit, it wasn't terrible, but it could have been a lot better, man. It could have been a lot better. Like, our commentary just devolved into, we just did the thing. That's the worst. When your commentary evolves into, we just did that thing. As in, look, I just punched that guy. Oh, well, I knocked that guy down. Oh, I knocked him out. That's fucking boring. And that's what Crash ended up becoming after... I like Wrath of Cortex. I'm just saying, like, at the very beginning of episode 2, of the co-op version of it, it became like, alright, are we really wanting to do this because we can't seem to get the commentary right? It's no one's particular fault. It's a thing that happens. And see, normally I would just blame myself for it. I'd be like, yeah, it's my fault because I should be the one. I'm in charge of the YouTube channel. I should be the one who keeps the commentary going. I have to be the one who is who allows the comedic timing to happen. I have to be always constantly on the ball with the jokes. Even though there's more people with there's more than one person here. I usually typically blame myself for that because I guess maybe just low self-esteem, but whatever the case, I know that case is just not true. It's just we were kind of having a slight off day with it, and we eventually just finished it and made it a bit better, so. Another thing, too, is, like, as soon as that happens, like, as soon as our commentary devolves into something along the lines of either A, this sucks, or B, this is a thing that's happening on screen currently, then it's like I get frustrated. And I don't quite like it. If I'm not making voices, silly voices, and having a fun time, then it's just not going to work out. But there are times, like with Wrath of Cortex, where even though commentary might not have been the best that day, we still pulled through and still ended up doing the video, and it worked. Like, episode 1, in comparison, was much more fun and much more engaging. And I guess I just didn't feel it for episode 2, I guess. But that can happen. Like, right now, with this streaming thing, like, it's working out perfectly because I'm allowed to just be myself and talk, and I don't have to worry about bouncing off anybody or anything like that. Not that that's a problem initially. I'm just saying that, you know, if I don't have to worry about making it frustrating for somebody else in terms of, like, my co-op partner. Like, whatever happens to me is going to happen to me, and everything that happens here is my fault. So if commentary starts to dwindle, then that's on me. And like I said, I typically, even if it's not necessarily my fault fully, I still blame myself for it. Because I'm the one in charge of the channel. I should be the one who makes sure that everyone is in the mood, everyone's good to go, everyone wants to do it, and have a good time. Even when I'm not on my own channel, I do the same thing. Like the Goemon series, it's like, we liked doing it for a bit, and then it just got to the point where it got really annoying. And I kind of wanted, you know, my friend to get us the ticket into the castle, which is just kind of a fucking dumb aspect. I hate that part. Because, like, he's the one that owns the game. I was kind of hoping he would be able to do that, but he didn't want to do it. I'm like, alright, fine. I don't blame you. Let's just say fuck it, not finish it, I guess. So that's what ended up happening. Like I said, it's not really anybody's fault for it. That's just a key part of the co-op Let's Play thing. Is I don't know why I thought we were going to fight Joker already. For fuck's sake. So, still got spotted by the pods. Okay. Don't know how that happened, but alright, I thought that crawling worked. I guess one problem of mine is I tend to take too much responsibility for everything. Because, like, this is what I do. It's, like, part of my hobby, you know? So it makes sense for me to want to make sure that everything is just as good as it can get. I don't want anybody to have, like, a bad time doing anything. Anybody to feel awkward or left out or whatever. None of that. That's not fair to anybody. I just had to come back this way, didn't I? Because motherfucker, of course. Of course they would have snipers. Why wouldn't they? Oh yeah, he did. Like, I even brought up the idea of doing a Pikmin co-op. Pikmin 1 co-op with my brother, but now I'm thinking about it, it's like, It's like, I want to show him, like, the game is not that scary as we used to think it was. I want to show that to him. And it's like, I don't want to... I really want to make him play through it because... A couple reasons. One, I could actually ruin his enjoyment of it. Because he'll probably feel like he's actually on a time limit with, you know, videos, which... That is just kind of the thing that I do, is like, I like to make sure we get through shit. Might be TikTok brain, but I get very bored. sticking with one thing for too long, especially if I'm not the one playing the game. And that can suck. And yes, I can admit this because I'm not that type of guy. I'm not gonna just pretend like it's not true. I know what I am. I know how I am. I know the stupid shit I do. I know I'm an asshole. And I understand that admitting it is not gonna, you know, change anything. It's not gonna fix anything. Doesn't make it any better. I'm just being straight honest and telling you guys the truth. Just an unfortunate part of things, that's all. We're all human. Another thing looking back on it too is like when we did the co-op Mario 64, that was a lot of fun. When I did the co-op 64 on my channel, like the most recent one with my friend. Then we tried redoing it with my brother and my friend on his channel, and it just, the magic was gone. And when the magic's gone, it's just, it's not easy to get back, man. It's not something that you can force. You can't force yourself to like a playthrough. You can't do that. I probably had my fun, like, I probably did have fun doing it, I would assume, the first time, but trying to come back and keep doing it just wasn't as easy. We just eventually were just like, I don't want to do it anymore, so, you know. And usually, I would argue, it's probably most likely me that's usually the one that just want to come back to do things. I mean, I can tell you straight up right now that that does happen. I can speak for myself on that own accord. I can't really speak for them. And a long time ago, we were going to do South Park Stick of Truth, but I just felt like no one really wanted to do it except for me. So then I just quit it right then and there. I was like, you know what, let's just not. Because, like, they haven't really played the game themselves before, and they might not necessarily, not that they wouldn't find it funny, but I don't know. I felt like, at the time, it felt like they just really weren't in the mood. So things like that can't happen again, you know, where it's like, I'm not the only one necessarily, but most likely 9 times out of 10, I usually am the one that does not feel like up to doing certain things. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to force yourself or anybody else to do or to play a thing with you. It's just not fair to anybody, including yourself. That's why I have to watch out when I'm doing my own content and not doing something stupid and regretting it. I'm a lot better at it nowadays because it's like with Ninja Gaiden, I'm doing that whole, you know, Let's Play marathon of those. Yes, I don't really want to do 3. And I'm kind of iffy about doing Yaiba. Not that it's a bad game, just, I don't know. I had my fun with 1, and like even 2 was starting to kind of show its wear and tear, where I was like, if I want to keep doing this or not. Like, yes, I should stop, you know. If I'm having that much of a problem with it, I should stop doing them, but this is one of those cases of, it's not that bad, I can do it. But once it gets bad, you'll know, and then that's when I'll be like, okay, we have to actually fix this. We have to stop doing it. That happened back in, like, 2019 when I first quit YouTube, actually. There's a lot of reasons why I did. But one of them was just kind of this overwhelming feeling of having to do things. I couldn't have fun with anything anymore. It had to all be a job. So, and then I had peers that were not making it easy to want to do it anymore. The motivation to do it was gone because they would shit on me for not doing a thing. Like, oh, you said you were going to do that, but you never did it. I was like, I know. And to be fair, one of those Pearson questions was just not a very good guy. So, yeah. That didn't help. God damn it. Can I just beat this bitch? Damn, she's caked up. Compared to Batman, she is. Batman got no ass. Not that suit, he don't. If I was Batman, I would make a bat suit that just really defines my ass. For no reason. It's got no importance. It's like the bat nipples with the George Clooney one. There's no reason to have it. But I could. I forget why they even had bat nipples. I think it was just whoever did the costume wanted it for some reason or something. I don't think the director did. I don't know. I don't remember the full story about it. And there's a story behind everything, so... You could argue artistic integrity at that point. It was mainly designed because the artist in question just wanted to have bat nipples. So let him. Yeah, I didn't think so. I was going to say, I think triple batarangs can do more damage, but... Nope, not really. Kind of a weird thing to dodge, but... Ugh. My brain's starting to kind of hurt. It's not that late, thankfully. We're almost done, too. Like, once you beat up Ivy, then you just have a couple more group fights. Then it's Joker. You can go back and explore right now, because you should have, like, everything you're... Yes, you should have everything able to explore with, if you so chose. What I hate is the fact that she just does this stupid shit where she sticks people in their vine trap, and I can't take these guys out. Luckily, you can knock them down in the little pit, though. There. Alright. If you ever wondered how to get over there, and you're like, wait a minute, where do I go? I don't know. The game makes it pretty obvious. And yes, I see the guy chasing me down. There. 1 second, I've got other things I want to try to do real quick. Now is not the time, sir. It would be funny if I actually was going the wrong way. I want to say, should I grab, like, a couple more things? Just to have, like, an extra upgrade for no reason. It's just like Bioshock. I've gotten every... I don't need to upgrade the revolver in Bioshock because I don't use it. This is just the same case. Same type of scenario. Yeah, you have to crawl into this to get this one. I don't know why they specifically make you do that, but why you can't just grab it with your back claw. Beats the hell out of me. Speaking of beating the hell out of people, fine. I'm not waiting for it. I know they'll let you in, but I'm not waiting for it. Fuck them. Yeah, we're not going to fight the next group. Don't have to do that. Okay. Coming in whether or not you like it or not. It is funny, though, that you could punch him if you so chose. Alright, now we wait for this. Because we can't do anything else. So. Alright. Oh. Okay. On to the next big fight. Man, you people really liked my Metal Gear stuff, didn't you? Damn. Got a lot more views than I normally get for these streams. Guess it's a good sign. This part's really... just fighting two Titans at once always just sucks. I mean, they can knock into each other, which is nice. And then cause each other to kind of like get stunned a bit, which is nice. But with a bunch of lackeys around, and just, again, like two of them at once, it really sucks to deal with. Fucking dickhead, I'm trying to do shit. You dumbasses leave me alone? There. Yeah, they can also knock you... or knock your guy around, too, a bit. The one you're riding on, I mean. No, I want the kill. I have to get rid of those lackeys and I have to run. I already knew it was coming. They always do that. So it's just like, I know it's gonna happen. More lackeys. Can barely control this bitch. I wonder if right stick does. No. I've always had a hard time controlling it. Like, you know, in my head I'm like, I understand it. But I always feel like I don't understand it too. You know what, while they're distracted, and they're doing that fun... Oh, okay. You can have that. Fine by me. Didn't really want it anyway. God damn it, I gotta get my bearings. Come on. I'm gonna say either... I thought they could pick up a live guy. Or a conscious fella, but... maybe not, I don't know. Oof. And down. Nice. More ass wipes, of course. I'm hoping I can take out that guy first. First Titan. Oh, I guess I countered. I thought I did a takedown. Yeah, don't do a takedown too close to the Titans either, because, well, you see what happens. What's funny, though, is I could just actually just beat up a bunch of ass wipes. How do I put this? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I already forgot where my train of thought was going with that one. Oops. Something about the lackeys? I don't know. Okay, good. I don't care if he wakes back up from his little nightmare. Like I say, bro, he should be dead by now. There. Okay. That's the last full fight, I'm sure. Even though I did die quite a few times in this playthrough, I'm still going to say this was not that hard at all. Like, yeah, not having a counter icon does make the game slightly harder, but not really by much. We missed one upgrade, damn. This part's pretty easy, just don't get hit by Joker. Then he goes up there and he does his thing. You have to wait till we beat up the guys first. What? So. But you do have, luckily, the fences you can use. Then you got these damn Joker teeth explosion thingies that have a fucking huge AoE, like Jesus. Criminy. You can usually just let them kind of blow up on their own, though. I'm not going to survive a no damage run if I keep playing the way I'm playing. It's possible. It just takes a bit of practice. Alrighty, that's one. Yeah, technically, I guess you do beat up Joker. I mean, well, yeah, you beat up Joker here, but when I was talking about beating up Joker, I meant like in the sense of like his actual regular physical proportions. He's not the type of guy that you just beat up. You just kind of punch him one time, he's just out. Which is fine. You know, you don't need to have a villain be a big giant juggernaut to fight Batman. And I hit the fucking wrong one. Of course I would. Why do you dicks have to have guns all the time, man? Why can't you just fight fair? Well, I mean, they are using weapons. Like knives and stuff, but guns are cheap. Too easy. Well, hell, even in Batman's case, I mean, he could just take a guy down with a gun. No problem. So, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So, I mean, there's just... he didn't show up until after. I was basically done with everybody. Like the little asswipe he is. Like the asshole he is. I love that. I mean, I still think, like, Joker Titan is fine. The fight itself's fine. The idea of it's fine. It's not too out of the, you know, out of the norm for a Batman type thing. The coffee's making my tummy rumble really badly. I could have sworn the electric fences just KO them, like, instantly. What the fuck happened to that? I'm not gonna let you guys grab that shit. Do not like that electric shit. I thought he was going for a punch. Nope, just a guy grabbing the bat. Ugh. I'm gonna die on the Joker fight. I don't think so. I refuse to let that happen. That's enough of that. And you put that down. See, I can't. They're looking at the fucking ground when they go to hit me. So my first thought is like, oh, they're probably grabbing a weapon, like that guy. I just picked that bat. Like, it looked. I mean, he definitely grabbed the weapon. All right. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm not dying in the Joker fight. I refuse to die in the goddamn Joker fight. That is stupid if I do. I'm way out of practice with this. God damn. There. Dick. That should be it. Yep. There you go. No last punchies. And there you have it. I beat the game on hard. Yeah, you can't really skip this. That line was always weird to me. When he says, what? Like he reacts to him, responding to him. It's weird. I don't know, the way he says it's just weird. Like you asked him, is he ready for round 2? And he said, yeah, always, so. I mean, I guess you could say in that case, he's like, what's Batman planning? It's what Joker might be thinking. I don't know. Either way, that's it for that. We beat hard. And originally I gave it a 2 out of 10 of difficulty. As I said, Batman Arkham is far from difficult on its hardest setting, is what I said in the playlist. If I give him a normal, if you want a hard challenge, I recommend no upgrade run for it, which I'd like to. Reason why of how easy it is to find collectibles and get upgrades is part of why, and I still agree with that. But I don't think it's a 2 out of 10. I think it's like a 1 out of 10. This game is hardly hard. Just, you can kind of face tank a lot of stuff. Upgrades help you out a ton. I mean, the combat flow is easy and easy enough to kind of understand. It's a bit on the side of, like, obviously, this is not as good as, like, Cities combat. I know, but it still works. And yeah, for right now, I'm going to take a slight hardcore stream break. If I do stream something, then that could always happen. But I'm going to try to take a break from that. I probably won't take a break fully from YouTube, though, just mainly through the hardcore marathon. Because next up is Kingdom Hearts 1 on Proud. We have to do that. That's like 15 hours. And then we hop into God of War. So that'll be nice. We got about a few more easy games for a bit. And then we get to Pikmin 2, which that one's not super hard either, but might take a bit of time. And then, of course, Ninja Gaiden and Bioshock Infinite, I know for a fact, will probably be the hardest challenges in this generation of games I did for Hardcore. So, if you want to go see all those stuff, if you want to see what I'm looking at, go to Hardcore Guides. You can find it there. You can find it in my description. I think I have the channel on there. Just check the channel page on Hardcore Guides. You can see Gen 1, Gen 2, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm going off of. We're doing all of Gen 1 at some point. I'm hoping I do all of them. So, yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching, and see you when I come back to do more streaming hardcore and stuff. So, or whatever I do next. And as always, take care, everybody.